Ever since I've been collecting watches, the Rolex Explorer has been my ultimate grail watch. Not being able to justify the expense, for years I've been exploring alternatives. One of the nicest Explorer alternatives is the Time Factor Smith's Everest, and specifically, the Honeycomb dial version of the Everest. But the thing about those is that they are really hard to acquire. The Time Factor store opens once in a blue moon, and pretty much all stock sells out in minutes. Plus the specific model you wanted is only available once or twice a year, so yeah, they're pretty impossible to come by. Enter the Addiesdive AD2096, an alternative to the alternative. This stainless steel sports watch is an affordable substitute for the Explorer 1016, but also an affordable substitute for the Explorer 1016 substitute, the elusive Honeycomb Everest. It comes in 4 different color variations: black or brown dials with silver hands and white markings, and black or brown dials with gold colored hands and faux patina lume. The price seems to vary depending on when and where you look, but is normally around the $60 mark or 50 something during sales. This is its price during the time of recording. Packaging is the same hard plastic tackle box that all Addiesdive watches come in, and here's everything that comes in it. And here are the measurements. The width of the case is 36 mm, its thickness is 11.5 mm including the tall crystal, the distance between the lugs is 19 mm, with the bracelet tapering down to 16 at the clasp. Lug tip to lug tip is 46 mm, and the watch weighs 99 grams. Pretty lightweight for a stainless steel sports watch. Water resistance is 100 meters, exactly what you want to see on this type of watch. The dial on this variant is indeed black, with a geometric pattern that seems to be pressed onto it. This isn't actually a honeycomb pattern per se, but rather an argyle pattern made up of many little diamonds instead. A white minute track is printed around the edge of the dial, and the iconic 3, 6, 9 and the downwards facing triangle mark the 4 cardinal hours. Thick lines mark all other hours, and they all seem to be slightly raised over the checkered dial. Addiesdive's cursive font logo is found under the 12 o'clock triangle, and the water resistance indication is found above the 6. That's everything on the dial, no unnecessary clutter, and no complications other than the 3 hands telling the time. As appropriate for a Rolly homage, these are Mercedes-style hands, highly polished ones. The second hand has a cool lollipop tip, as well as a lollipop counterbalance, and all hands have lume on their centers. Addiesdive is known for delivering decent lume on budget watches, and delivers again on this budget piece. BGW9 Super Luminova is used on the dial and hands to create this glow-in-the-dark effect that lasts for a couple of hours. Covering the dial is a double-domed K1 mineral crystal, with blue anti-reflective coating applied to its underside for better clarity in direct light. The case is made of 316L stainless steel, and we've seen Addiesdive use it on quite a few watches by now. It features a fixed and highly polished bezel, rudimentary brushing to the top of the lugs, and polished sides. The level of finishing is better on the polished parts than on the brushed ones, but is okay overall, considering the price of this watch. The crown screws down with no crown gouts to protect it, features knurling for good grip, and a signed top. The case back screws down too, and looks pretty much like all Addiesdive case backs, featuring their large diving mask and harpoons logo in the center, and the watch's specs around the edge. Like so many affordable watches today, powering this watch is a Seiko VH31. This is a 2 joules quartz movement with a sweeping second hand, often referred to as the mecha quartz movement. It has a great accuracy of between plus and minus 15 seconds per month, with around 2 years of battery life. A reliable movement, and a good compromise between quartz and mechanical. The AD2096 comes on a 3-link oyster-style bracelet. Now it isn't one of Addiesdive's best bracelets, as it does feel a bit flimsy and light. But it is a solid links, solid end links bracelet, with proper female middle links of the end links, and a proper semi-milled and branded clasp with a double pusher security system and 5 holes for micro adjustment. For the price of this watch, you can definitely do worse than this. On my 7-inch wrist, this is exactly what I like. 36mm, black dial, sleek and slim, perfect proportions, perfect fit. I can wear watches like this all day, every day. It has that understated presence with that bit of added interest coming from the dial. For me, it's the perfect look. Legibility is great. You can't complain with white hands and markers against the black dial. Pros and cons time. Cons first. I don't have much to complain about today. And that's mainly due to the fact that this is a watch that you can pick up for around $50 during AliExpress sales. I always mention mineral crystals in my cons list. That is because they are not as scratch resistant as sapphire crystals and not as easy to fix as acrylic crystals when they do get scratched. With that said, Addiesdive used a beautiful piece of K1 mineral crystal, which is tougher than regular mineral ones, so it won't be as easy to scratch. Besides that, the bracelet is a bit too lightweight, which could actually have been considered a point in its favor if it didn't also feel flimsy. On the other hand, this compact little sports watch has a lot going for it. It's affordable, it looks good on wrist, it has that cool honeycomb dial, the iconic 1016 dial layout, a great Seiko movement, decent lume, decent stainless steel case, solid links bracelet, and it comes in a box that might be boring and unimaginative, but still keeps it safe and can be used to store other stuff as well. I like it, and I am going to keep it in my affordable watch collection. What about you? What are your thoughts on the Addiesdive AD2096? Would you consider it as a Smith's Everest alternative? Let me know in the comment section below. You'll find a link in the description of this video in case you want to check it out for yourselves. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my affordable watch collection, and hit the notification bell for more affordable watches related content. Here are a couple more Addiesdive watches you can check out next. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.